June Posmene de Tosso, Manade Shema Munina Jo, Emma Makwa Baba, and Mureno, Sia Cassia so, and Small Roya Buano Fidiemono, a brass society, a small ward on Shiraba, Yeshe, and Seminole near Edimo Akutinibi. Ghana Mampanyine, Nana Danko for Dressere, or Maya, what try a comuno. A fade ya TSC, ye dear Quemuya, and Chebia, ye dear Waka Wasamno, anyone you na, Ebehunubi. Committee ya ewo emrashebe dwafie ya wo hwa kwan ene akwantempo so kire say wo bo moden na wate esi akwan ahodo eso akwan a wo ye no wo mai mu foforo no okwa akohwe ba bia edro Ewojade eni sikasem Kasiebo emonsoafo a wo hye apapa emomuoso e kire se ehwan adwakese ya wo sie no wode nani akohwe na ba bia duro no eni ka se enche bia na wawie eto asomanfo nsa na ye ko hate man no emo na hate man de share no se hate manfo eni ajepa isanse asrafo a be se mfie mienu ni wode wonsato wonsayem se wo hwa edimo afri Kenya man no ho no na fe de enche wode wonom nan ebesi hate man no ensase so we can small do better hono matna said there some was nwumre no sia Kasiebo Ctv so meka wo se Kasiebo no etwagu o kasa fo nyina wodo no so afiefie mu abefo ntentan fidie no there some my Ctv G8 abra ye kasa ye stream live e Facebook and social media handles ahodo ya aka nwumre mo somfo eye me afia brompo mahene me da me ho aba na masomo Uzafama munyina kwa ba fe ensemno ankasanie ye chance Afri Ghana mampanyine na dranko akufo ado akache sanse wode atodwa abogana fo nyina no hoba enyoman mu nkonemom empanyifo wode won sika ehye oman empontom investors ene amanaman mu fo nyina enimo se Ghana kwa ahokyeremu ahokyera ebinsi da ama ehia ne nkwankom ene ekumomanfo nanso nyamia ya doma ma fedie wo hia no ya soe yen anaso wo ya soe no ho afri yenkonso a baby yedru no eye sika ene anigye na asma wo kan enche bia omanfo nyina ebehunu se oman no afede efra ahokyeremu a ye ko sika ene odemu.
The world is gradually emerging from the shadows of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has left a profound impact on all facets of life. The pandemic has been a catalyst for unprecedented challenges, disrupting economies, healthcare systems, and social structures worldwide. The situation has been further compounded by the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, whose far-reaching consequences have touched every corner of the globe, including our beloved Ghana. In the face of these adversities, Ghana has shown remarkable resilience. We have embarked on a comprehensive strategy to revive our economy, and I'm pleased to note that our efforts are bearing fruit. Indicators of economic recovery are visible, and we're steadily progressing towards our goal of a prosperous and self-reliant Ghana beyond aid. This revival is not solely the result of governmental initiatives, but also the collective effort and resilience of our people who have demonstrated an unyielding spirit in these challenging times. If you will recall, I did say at the height of the pandemic that we knew how to bring the economy back to life but did not know how to bring people back to life. This remark was made to justify the extraordinary expenditures the government was forced to make during the pandemic to afford relief and protection to the population. I believe in all humility that the nation is today appreciative of the validity of my statement as our economic recovery is strongly on course. In the first quarter of this year, the economy grew at 4.7%, much higher than the 3.1% forecast by the IMF, led by growth in the real sectors of the economy, the industrial sector by 6.8%, and the agricultural sector by 4.1%. As you are aware, government has also embarked on an ambitious debt restructuring process as part of its attempts to reduce its indebtedness to sustainable levels. I'm pleased to report that we have successfully completed 3 major debt restructuring operations.
Ctv Kasiebo no so e wo Ghana mrahye bedwafie na edom kuma no e bodom edom dodo no mom e bodom kuma no etiri so se efribra aban ye tiso e de free SHS policy ne baaye no inform ho onye wadwiri kra so wo ye bibi e kire se wotaye kire anasempo enka enya mfasode mo man ene efribra free SHS bill no e komrahye bedwam ya aban no ye na dwen so wo de mra bi tire kire na afei ababe ye mra kete wo man mu so wo ya aban na wo ba wuntumi ensesan wo kwambia so no eno so edom kuma kro ya nyade a wonom etaye kire kwambia so nanso edom dodo no de kire se aban ne so ade hunu no eyade papa ya Ghana fo nyina age atom enti kwambia obefa so obema sa amra na be ye adwuma mai mu no wo befa so.
We have heard the ranking member on education, the honorable member for Akati North, strongly opposing the free SHS bill. Clearly, the NDC minority does not want to commit itself to free SHS. And the fact that we want to enact a law to make it mandatory, we have stated time without number that those provisions in the Constitution that talk about free SHS are very aspirational. They are aspirational provisions. So the way to go is to enact a law to regulate the free SHS policy which is currently in operation. The NDC is opposed to this, and they have spoken through their ranking member. We want them to tell Ghanaians whether free SHS is not their priority as a responsible opposition. And the Minister of Education is going to ferry the bill through to Parliament. We are ready, and that is why, as part of the engagement process, we engage them, but they are adamant. The NDC is not ready for the free SHS bill. It's clear. And their spokesperson on education has been very loud. The last time I tried to tease the matter out on the floor, he avoided a response. He stayed clear of it, and he was all ready to commit himself. So we know that in Parliament, the caucus speaks through its spokespersons, and he is the ranking member on education. He is the NDC spokesperson on education. That's a member for Akati North, and he says he is opposed to the free SHS bill because there is some provision in the Constitution. They should tell us why they are opposed to the.
That's why my Ghana mrahye fie na mrahye bedwako ya wo hye akwan ene akwantempon so ena montitinani eso e de atodwa se wo befa wo ato ho so na wabo entoa o my Ghana fa na ba bia no ahwe akwan a wo de ama contract se wonye sa akwan no ngusu hyiren no wo kwa akohwe ba bia eduro enye nuri a waka contractor no eto amana ye ntem na o manfo atumi enya e de edwuma.
A committee, a roads and transport committee, and a committee I share acquire so any way machine subs. I am saying na I say, you bet two, and I have one among to me, Ako Shisha, Numa, Akasia, buying a year, Disica, a shimwa ye, a bine a year, Kasua, a year, Winnie Omoye Sisia, any do wakwan omoye. Ebine eye bonkra baby aban se yenye akorabie bi a se yeyi ye nneoma firi eye port a ye de bekwa kogu ho ne ama ye nuanom a ewo north no atifi soro ho no ho an so mo ba o ma nkra ha ma mefa bo mbe ye ho ene eye nungwa eye kwan a omo ye wo ho ene mpakadan tre kwan so a omo ye ene obechebi lamti eno so akwan a de toso mienu omo ye no ya ye ni nyina nhyehyɛ se ye bɛkɔ ho no yakwa akɔhwɛ ye de ani bɛkɔ akɔhwɛ sɛ ne adwuma no ekoso na sɛ afutuo bi wo ha na sɛ adwenkyire bi wo ha ye de akyerɛ de ama ministry no ya ye san nhyehyɛ nyina ye hyɛ ase eye yawada yawada nondu pepepe ni ekɔ eye kasoa ni dodo wa me yakodi sɛ adwuma no efiri hɔ no mu a na wɔtwe so no a ebesim no mu a ye bɛkɔ eye bonkra me pɛse ye invite mu nyina na mo bɛka ho mo yɛkɔ modi manu ekɔkɔhwɛ de ekɔ nyina nsɛm ya bɛkɔ nyina mo bɛti bi de ebepie mo so mɛba na maba bɛbɔ Ghana fo nti nhyehyɛ a ya ye nyina.
Frank Crawford ni go for by Emma Movement for Change amanyoko Mr. Franto amanyoko Orakojo Alan Tremantin Alan Cash e de atodwa se nyame ya adrom na abato no hunkunimde koma no a Council of State abadwako a etu abanfo no obeye firi okresa so ohun fasode bi a ewo so okotena ase no odidi ahwe funu mu ma no mafura emase ya twontwontwon onye adwuma bi amfa mo o mai mpuntuo enti de edi kan oba beyi wonu nyina yi won konsa e de free aban mu afei eno adwo ena wopa wonu manifesto ho ntoma ya wonu mani swade hunu pa eye omai kwan ye nsikasam betimi agira ne nanso ene kwan ye befa mamuo so asesa omai hyebre.
Abolish the Council of States and establish a new second chamber of parliament with representation from key stakeholders, including the faith-based organizations, traditional authorities, professional bodies, artisanal associations, gender-based organizations, the private sector, labor unions, and then people with disability. You see, that is the truly representative government. That is what you call an all-inclusive government of national unity. And that is going to happen. Now, the second chamber will be vested with powers of oversight over executive action. The power vested in the president by our constitution allows the presidency to be able to control even institutions that under the constitution are supposed to be independent constitutional bodies. And there will be no checks and balances with those provisions in our constitution. And then also, we will amend Article 66(1) to extend the term of office of the President of the Republic from 4 years to 5 years and be eligible for re-election for a second term. But under this arrangement, no person shall have the right to be elected as president for more than 2 terms.
Yanko Bono Mantam Cropon Sunyani, NDC Amanyoko Nkrabata, Ewohonom, Metre Sunyani East, NDC Amanyoko Nkrabata, Ewoho, a Madam Frefo, Ediato, Electoral Commission anymore, Sabato Ayebetri. One shall say Kululu, Sembi Ankofa Baby and Muma, Nemo Abatono, a Mubeda Hofai, Sensu Epo. Asie na no aboa ama asumdua o men ekitayeno yetumi edidi ho ache ne mmom so koye Kululu Sembi anhwe yi a na asumdua ekitayen no aboyen krasa o man.
Ochira say electoral commission asede ene se wo behwe se periperi yo ebeye adwuma ewo abatuo no ebre so sanso ena madam Fatikine ene nsemi etudwa wabo ne nsentwofo kasa sunyani istemani na woka wo hu ebo mu a wonanti kuromu ekire say wono mu esore ede etia adwuma eni kuro yi mu sanso ena niema bo kwa akosoro fango bo nso so a ayeden no ni na no wono mu kasa se de be ya mpanifo behwe na waye bibi afa ho ede ama wo mu enunti wono mu kire say NDC amanyuko no ene amanyuko a ebetimi aboa egisa wo hawe nina no ede fi Ghana for eso
ka ECD transparency is the theme of it but mami andi no kra ba kokra enunti ye de no ache no essence ye peace e wo man no mu enunti na ahobi penti even registration a ye be ye just recently na EC for no ntimi en calculate nuema na numbers na nsisi so enti omunkoyo mu homework yie enunti e be sre eye mami EC say about 24 ya ye nim say 20 eye nyame ya adoma NDC ya fa we sanse eye na ye kan o wiase ni nyina kire say ya di nkunuma we sanse nuema boa ye de ma tuturo ye bre jom mamefo sunya na ha tuturo se nsuo to aye mame no ye say omo hye table ase anaso dwanu benya gu no mo abafie enunti peace work ye ma ye pese di asumdue prepare kwam se ye hia asumdue o manum eni ye mame je mensa ondi man no kredue nya adwuma nya saa ye ni encheni ye oya baatan de so hu ye mmobo se man no hia asumdue
Enwechre ena Deputy NDC Bono Regional Women Organizer Mami Mavis Ejeikwa Edisansemwe Etuja
Di baye o hwe nyuma oye nsu a otuma sunya nkro nketewa ene kwan a ofa so ne mabunu ebomu eye clean up exercises weekends no we kire say ye de tumi sha ne nsa nema bebre na CD obaba ba ye de amaye ene wo kosunya mpatamu ene ni nkro nketewa ma chese CD wajiba bia afa ya mpia ya wana wa ha wayira enti no CD ye bema ye to abane mana empuntu aye hwehwe no ye nsabeka enti ye ma ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so oba Women's Bank obebie e de amamba nyina enti me charge wo sa wo kofie koye adwuma amaye papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama one ne ba CD Mubarak omo mefa akonwa no na sa omo ba Women's Bank na eba ama wo yo ba ubenya bodwa na be ma osika ama wo di aye bodwa no anase wo ye entrepreneur wo ye niam bia betime di sika ne bia ma ama wo di ahyemu ama wadwuma no anyini aye kese no ebe bam
ne krakramo NDC echitaifo ni bie ekasaye echire se wo hwe ni mu pa se anka mampeni John Dramani Mahama ebenya tumi 2024 abato ebreso
se say no enu ehia pa se say ehia se wankasa wo ye wadwuma nti ye bom pa ye na 24 hour no so eno so ebe boa ye nti ye sere se mo be hu ye mobo na youth no ye be ka ye ho abom ni ye be to aba na nyame be ya adom na 2024 yi ye papa John Dramani Mahama ebeba na me san gina Sunyani East so no enti meka ye papa Said ho asem Sunyani East so no ye hia mpuntuo especially youth no ye ni hwe ni wo meka se ye ni hwe ya obi o Sunyani bia o ye youth bia nim se eba youth activities a ye ni hwe ya ye den ye wo enti ye bompa ye se nyame ya adoma this coming election no yam papa John Dramani Mahama ebe wene na ye honorable Said Mubarak nso e wene na Sunyani afa ne ntoma pa afra
Abuzafo nyansemi so home kase so nya boafo nkrato taw ye ba e de beko ensem hodo aka no
Abusua ye friend obesima adwoa siedua. Enche onwa adwoa for short. Ebrahim di media krom dwumedie ebe somo ewo Ctv so. Said the winning moon, a come to medium qua, and I fast to you want to say. Ye betting the gun and trust Sunina, Akofa himself, a mamre, impuntu numa, Ghana numa who draw any aquansasem, Eddie Ababe Somo. You may dear mu any etnasi, lay new poom in the bon como, Efa uku, brow free poom in Puntu Numa Akoso, so one swa, they were listen any the moon yenina, Eddie Ababe Somo, Afe Ghana so, ye won't consasema who do a air fepa. Yen kwansa bia hodo ni nyina eno so ye de baba benchiro enti coming way kwesi ada way eni kwesi ada bia bra no si abo apamu 6:30 pm na ye fa dwumedie sonko enhyehyɛ so ewo Ctv wo number 1 television station so na won so hu sɛ ma papa ewo my Ghana mu ɛyɛ atenase na hwɛ ye krom esan sɛ ye krom o de pa.
Msafema mnyina kwa baba Mreno Nsia Kasiebo Ctv Swafe no akan ho ayeda se yemo akwa ba Kasiebo echegu ukasafo nyina hodo no so wa fiefie mo abefo ntenten fidie no yede sumo my Ctv GH social media handles ahodo no obo my Ctv GH Kasiebo ye pie ba no anya bia hwekai se obeto ama no fefo ama wonum so anya bia hwe yento aso na yenko ensem hodo ya aka no emu. So for wo hwe nnwuma ene afisem so nyamfo kwadwo ponkroma ene kramantam so for ni titles ye Glover wonum ede so abofom ama sabra ye kasai wo say Nima Paloma Stone Drains no enhyelse na emwaman su yira ensuo ton eboro so a eyirifa omanfo e wonpotam woni nyina no eto entwa.
Dr. Zenato Rollins, Eddie Asako Wofoma, one mobabesi, a year Nima Paloma Storm Drain no ebio, Orako Joe or Ponkroma, Etreses Sabde ya, and so Ashasia Etone was say, one more tie a two rare, Eddie Gugatesa Huduomono, washe now would Jaisan say, Assembly no air carbomo, one more enemensly cratch no so no beshe, so one more bear saying no, ye betcha one maso, a woman quite so pa, san say, and they answer Ashasia etotobano, one man share no way Sisadi. Ano kwan dia ebetumi yiri na afe womanfo bi ahwere wonu majapade ene womun kwa empo.
Number one, if you look at the original project design, it did not include the payment of compensation to project affected persons. Indeed, the original conceptualization was that the government of Ghana will be responsible for compensation. We are all aware of the economic challenges, and so it became necessary to do a variation to ensure that now compensation will be paid to project affected persons before contractors get on site to commence works in some of these areas. Number two, in terms of the design review processes, the processes were not simultaneous. And so it will be important for one stage to be completed to go for review and come back before works can commence. These are some of the reasons for which this project has delayed.
Wasan to us to say, young family or seminal and to chain away, a young mining punto, and a walk on one seminal, and the NDC, any MPP beer anymore. Young share see a bear dietine.
However, sometimes we don't tell the public the truth. We like to play it up in a partisan political way. That creates the impression that somebody is squandered money, somebody is not being committed to ensuring that people get the relief. For all the documentation that is available to me since I assumed office, it is quite clear that both the MPP and the NDC, both the World Bank and the government of Ghana agree on what must be done and are committed to getting the processes done. Indeed, I'm excited to see that both the parliamentary candidates for the NDC and for the MPP are here today. They've both been calling me, chasing me about this project. So it's not true that one side wants it done and another side doesn't want it done. Or one side has squandered money and another side doesn't want to get it through. And that's why it becomes a bit painful when, for example, we are looking at the funding to complete the project, and it becomes a partisan matter. Today, as we work together to move this project to the next level, it's my prayer that this commonality of purpose will continue.
Edmeko bi ansha bayanse ya ne den ene World Vision Ghana payimpa wodano eye ora yaw atahin wono ena wone yensem trofo atwetwe nkomode atodwa se be ya enka ban ente National Sanitation Authority na eno enya adwumayeko a ebehwe omenyi yahunedie ensem so kyeresa ya adwumayeko anase ekuo yete ewo man Ghana mu ebetimi aboa mahunedie egina ne nanso nansan yi aye ni sa ekuo bi a ehwe ahunedie ensem so no obi abetimi aye de opɛ omenyi mu.
Wabra technical specialist Emma Water Sanitation and Hygiene World Vision Ghana Orayaw ata ahin ekasa eda wadi tu dwase ye wo ministries ahodo e wo man mu a wo agencies ahodo e hye wo mase a wo boa Emma policies ahodo etumi eye adwuma nanso seba no ahundie ho nsem a enya de ase ye wo bisa na wode nsem etu dwa wabra World Vision Ghana wo ene Ghana Wash Journalist Network ene Media Coalition Against Open Defecation e de workshops tronko e hye so.
You have the National Health Insurance Authority, you have the Blood Authority, you have several organs which are implementing policies of the ministry on the ground. When you come to the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, you can go to the Water Directorate. At least you have Ghana Water Limited, you have the Community Water and Sanitation Agency, you have Water Resources Commission and the likes. When you come to the Sanitation Directorate, what do you find? None. There is no organ, there is no agency that implements the policies of the ministry regarding sanitation on the ground. And so from the ministry, you have to go all the way to the Metropolitan Municipal and District Assembly and compliance and all that, so that the sanitation subsector will be sanitized. That is all we are calling for. And we think that it will be the game changer. And the earlier government, heeded to this call, the better it will be for all Ghanaians.
What didn't some equate no what the tone some truffle any more say? What must stories a hood of ebe yeno and fight against you any ahunidi and sem ehun.
We think that the media is doing their best. Of course, they can do better. We think that when it comes to news, yes, they are there. They are able to cover news from, a wide range of activities. But when it comes to the advocacy side, advocacy component, I think that is where we need to see the media doing a lot more, because you see, it's not just about the news, it's also about supporting advocacy, ensuring that you hold duty bearers and policy makers to account so that they can live up to their expectation. There's a limit to which NGOs and civil society, private sector, even development partners can go, but government has the resources, government has the capacity, and if government decides to, drive change in society, they will go far. And we think that is what the media should be doing. Bring the issues of WASH to the front burner, engage the duty bearers, hold them to account, and ensure that they deliver the public good for the citizens.
Ora Benjamin Eyiku Rashbejani Emma Lejekuku abato mpesua so ene wone empanyimfo ye hwa de suansem so e wone mpesua no so aka won ho abom e de mock examination ahwehwe so e de ama de suanfo a wo ba be chiro BC so hwe o chiro se we e ye ahoboa kakra ya wo bo amofra no se ne be ya wo be hunu sania ensohwe no kra ni susote se ne be ya okotena ase a wonya kokodro e de achiro no atwa ne ye.
Moke social way no eyadia ebetimi esiesie esuafo no na wonu metimi akwakotena se BC social no na wachiro ni yie pa na wo bibia no etwa enya admission e de akọ senior high school sahodwo emu na eyadia mahebedweni woni ne mpanifo bie ekopie mu ewo Lejekuku Educational Directorate Womu director eye owa Richard Jan eka wo hu ema wokopie mu school sahodwo a wahyasie etwo mock ensohwe ebie ema hebedweni ene sentrofo ekasaye echire se ansa na wobeba hanum se no BC social no abrano brano wonum kotena se chrodia ya na enkoyi enunti ene wofato ne huso se wobehwe na eye mock exams no otimi de sikepuduo akwako pepepes no e de abre wo mu no wetimi atro na esiesie wo mu no aboaboa wo hu pa na BC no ebeda wanima otimi atro etwa ne yie pa eno nti en wo hweye ema moke so hwei wono atrobi afei ne nsema wodi ekwama awofo ene se wo bia enhwe se wo betu ne banefo se de efre ne se apo ne wo kope ne yonko anase wo hwe ne yonko de so no watro ne de no wono betwe won ho ede efisa de no won sanse wonim pa se wo mo ehwe won so no wo chiwa wo betimi ama ensohwe no kra abo eno nti wo sra awofo se won so emfe futue enya wono mu ema
na sadie me fanso ya mekoso aye if se nima we se adia anka abaye nanso emanisa na mokno emankwala no enya akukuduro editro na mempa abo no se emaye nyina no ebidu be se mfie du ntem no enkwala ni bibes me nantia be menima ka jem se MP mo oyade sa adwumade ode ba ya I feel more no on a boy. I'm a do be a medui. Inti Mesra for say, Yamaya woman be fear. Omonhe, Mamma Mano, and the few quat. Now, Cosso, Unsunya dear. Na Adiciano and more adventure.
Enwetwe esuafo ni mu baako ejina ye ekasa ma ne nuanu mu nyina ekire sase de PSC enkoma mrahye bedwani se wetimi ama wo mu mock papers a ene yi wo kire wo gidi ye pa se BC no so ebeto ho na so wo mu kire wo betwa kama.
On behalf of Teshilekman 1 GHS and also on behalf of Form 3 students, we want to say that we have really appreciated whatever you've done for us, and we promise you that we will do whatever we can to be able to pass the BCE and come out with flying colors.
The Krakramo and a PRO Edema Education Directorate a year Ura Richard Jima Edia Seda Ekoma Mashibijini.
Yeah, him say alone the Bebo and Quadano, it prepares them before the main examination. And look at Danche, Yan Wakache Bium say next week, or Babu Aban Quadano Masset for their BC. And I know everybody pa. First of all, now we had challenges with textbooks in Yama, but Yamiadum said eba album. Now since you told I say your roof be brave, but airport time assembly no say they are working towards it. But now the honorable call round be Okumba could be ROC. Also be a Wujuma into a bomb pie say be a coso na coso call. Yes.
Enko Infinity Mantam Emo Commander Ednegua for Brim about Trumpesiano as to Crobaqua, Eho, and name and pass Mohino Fufra Westino, and ne Nana Jumokuya or Tosumieno, or Boko Corset, a brand table in Ampotem one friend who saw hine. Ewa men pass them, Wabra and Raman Honquine, what Nasum Finch, Edia Saminuni. Now Susete dia Nebontoniem or Perset, Wayena Asumje Kakraya Ekita Kruno Ebo. Enti wo friends sem trofo no de aton sem trofo ani mama sem trofo aka magana fo nyina tese ebia na wo pass ase aton potem wo na so pese wo bedi dwumadi ebia wono ne nipa e wo se wo besine so esan se mra ama ne ho kwan sa Nana de nsemi tudwa won sem trofo nhyiamudie ase e na wo de kokobo ebo omanfo nyina se obi anhwe na wone obi a wo ye manframafrani ya emra ma ne ho kwan na wanyo de hye e okronum ankwan kodin sawoso se wo pasase ato anasempo onu obi a edidwa wo kwan bia so o se nipa emraman ho kwan se omanfo ene wonum edin sawoso na woto wonsase ene ho nsem nyina won ho ene won ankasa mu sanse se de emraman ho kwan se wono nantena kunye no so na wontoto krono entotoye na de tudwa se nipa bonfo bia fa kwan boni bia so pese wo ma asumdwe a ewo kronum ebo wonum nanso nya de a wo ma ho kwan sa wo kwan bia so o se wa wonim na wo befa kwan boni bia so akoto asase ya emrama ho kwan no ene wa wo jijirije sanse bedru nanimu a enya de a obema kwan wo kwan bia so
final kwai asase samo bibia lo kodu okromo ho amene obia osada wo ba me na fo na ye ma ho kwan ma okodo yan sase na wo okromo asisi ayanton obiara ba nurse oloton asasa mo amapacho mento bra na bohu yen ato asase bi su dadawa no so bra na fa won krata bra na yenhwehwem na ma ye no baka na ye no wonka na ame a meka say amba misa mi sidibio na dwumako a moto de bien ne obi a sisi ame yo hina mo bia shamsa empasam edna mempasam amba enti final koi ohini bia ni krom ha apart from na dwumako a auto de bien madam ase
odi eto dwase omanfo ya ewon potam so enta na chi na womwa emmo kuro no ho ban na afem puntuo bia nso a odi ahhehye so no entumi enyina ne nan so odi to won ma di kan atonsa ase dada ewo kuro no emu animu se obi anfa ne krata ho nsensem mra na wo ntena ase mu nkomponshe sasase ne se fatawa wagemu amawo se enkrata asem so nimu a wo hunu ko befa so atufuo o hyerekyere nnuama edna koma so so obeye ede amakuro no atumi atumpon
amede yewo nsase wo ha investment a biala why na do pedo invest wo mpasam am a youth no so when you juma why no they are welcome to come. We will give them the land. We will make sure that whatever they're looking for asasi biala wo hwehwe no wada we juma biala you make sure they be any dam one am wotuma abaye juma no ma mpunto akokodo okroma ha am mabu no wo mu so when you juma why Sunday oman bi abafa na kro bi abafa no tempe fra oyemabu no nti mebu no tumi ye adwuma ya ekro no so bokonanim nti invest bi a opede onya asase na owe adwuma bi ombra na one yamba trans na one yan discuss na yehwe kwana ya bafa da ya babo no bo enya asase ndaye na adwuma
Ebusia fe ne adru so ye dwadie ene sikasam kase Swafo a wo hwe apapa ne nkroto amemo so onmunyam format na Jemensa Kosa ekokwabre is ko hwe yes to so ahodo ya wo sie ewo empotem ho no wie no ne nsem trafo atwetwe nkomo se na ni agepa esanse wo hwe baabi asoto so no eduru a na je se nche bia wo beje mu e de amomanfo
Wachire sesike yi a yede aso wonu masini betimi aboa ama mensini ahodo emu nipa bebrebe beya se 2 million no wo mu etimi enya wo hu pa so afọ wo hwekro ketwa ensem so wo ba Martin eje Mensa Kosa ebo hanan kopia mu kwabri east ho ena wo mu esi eye 80 capacity lockable store wo se neni age hu pa ene kwan a adwuma no esifa contentem
very good.
Mensini Krachi energy swafo yi ofel so a wode no ekọ miaya hudwa wono ebo adwuma ewo ho na afensu de nkoyie ni nanso no wo hweye ema wo kan ho asem ebi eye mampontin dwa no
first phase one 80 lockable stores and sana bota I kind of stores no food attached to the BBB sympathy so what we are the companies we 72 so what space we here in Sibia ka we are the payment ties we are kama we envisage we ahead say go see October kwata November and the minister or the vice president never commission
in fact I can see a baby for you. And yes, you have Abraham. If you have Kura, you put them up at him, Grunina. I don't see you who say very prudent. Say the paper baby and you put them walk, and then you put them being a sofa. I don't see my sanity.
Nana Mankwa and a year foreman, Edima Jacasiano, a project no, and Sama, Ojina, a year company, Kabaka Construction, and Nemo, a Kaye, any.
It's the idea, but baby bread movie. And deck, but you also a deck, you see a deck, yeah, to blossom plaster. You know how much Chimua, who is a NTBR, baby, crown, and you have 50 amount of the wiki, you went up, yes, I'm free young camp. You are receiving time, no idea, my name is the big people, you're more high. Everybody knows I said 74%. But you know, portfolio, and a company means Kabaka Construction Investment.
Afeyanko and Ctv Kasiebo. Empanyimfo idin sawoso ewo movie industry sinitwa adwuma eko wo my Ghana mu afren semtwerofo de aton semtwerofo animu se aban ye teso yi chese dwuma wode edi wo mu no na de wode wo no na mu no areho pa sa aban ba ye wonye hwe famwes ni twadwumadie ewo my Ghana mu amase gua na egu ebra wo twetwe sankomo anansa semtwerofo dwumadie no ase no na ye semtwerofo ho no mansem bia wode etudwa ye twen bie.
Unique Stars Movement for NDC and John Dramani Mahama. Yakabum, Ayabetuaba. Yapesa Emabunu, and Quakro, Emaba wo. Obia, sorry, Wakanian Tuaba, and Chia, Nanado Nen Naban. So Omunia Nini, crash, canning in a guam bottom. Omakasa Mama Tiscano so. Omba no Musha da Pejanoa, and Scana Wahono, Oma Fa Achiche. And Omudi, et ye 2 amosa by the Yenri. Bebre and Quay, Nanaba wa promise ye bebre. Also be see film village, wanye. Once I ye bell a ye coy. So one sign my crano, wanye. Ye call it 1 or more, echo demo, ewo parliament, or my fee besine. Omo kind budget as in if one can. Yankaho cry, yan chin crank ya yidem. Driver nanka some point in Fanny Panko, drew not mate. Driver's mate. No Jano was so mon festia ne mame, mon festia, ya fama ne kokuyana. That be a festia ne man kukuyan. Ya bet home. You bet see Africanum, no the car nakakoma, cano owner nankasankasa. On the name driving, on the dear Bequaco drew, wash assassins.
Omaya ye team, President Abba, President Abba. You who saw mine more there, and ye kurano, ubia koba, a honto. Na precope. Monsieur Aye and say, Yatuaba, Emma MPP Aban. Fitida Yatuaba MPP Aban 2016, or more status or more rule 2017. Besine, a hunter a friend, a hunter, a bima or my mother. A hunter near Titi, Quanada. A bushia kitu ebi penny didie, and at the masses no ebre. And to say, to me and Kayan one boom, yes, in a tough water through, we are the voice of the people. We speak for the people, we speak the people's mind. Say, young Kayan one boom. Anya campaign the more day and found my John Dramani Mahama. I'm a number 5 billion man. Ye nimbe bi ankrofo di eba kodru.
Ye ka omo amuma Ghana move forward. Omo amubua Ghana. Ebua me bi kan yen actors and actresses na NDC and Mahama and ebua. Even NDC wo position po Mahama is still helping actors and actresses are omo yari old age near the ade. Omunzo mu yentime hu say na nse oma twimba o mia ma na kone number bi so no so kosra obi o so koyede. But the point is Mahama wa doye or watima ena unim one of the boa actors and actresses no me sure say afi so samba biemu a osan ba biemu a afi obeye ye bisade e de amaye
memfa de wo a wo hwe me no se wo MPP a ne se me wo NDC a obeta mafa me memfa ho me ye de me ho beto me ne de to su bienu se me nuanom ketwa so a omo so eba omo so no ho beto omo enti no me bo eye John Dramani en hu dawuro ade a kire the duty ni say omu nyina mbo no mo mfa mu vote en fama John Dramani Mahama no omo mo nsa ensi fam omo adisuade a omo peso mu sua ko bi mpempenso no John Dramani Mahama obeboa omo emo akudu
afei amanone kase Yanko Haiti Mino Emuena, Bess and Fiemuni, and a Haiti Mino, Edwin Sato, and Sayamasra, Senka Kenya buying, Emre one masra for, and that's our post for. Now, one ram bought Haiti Mino who buy my one, Miss Sansa said, dear. One hanging a pot of one who, quite yet you are to them code one more fast so. I will mind mono. A man the pampiman pimnas they say no, why to Cotana, a binum de Damontini, or your fear them, as sunset. Yesho anim han ya na watwaja ato dem na ahye that is say wiase asa no woni hweye biem na asemi wode to Kenya man nanim no Kenya ban twetwe ne ho afie mienu mu ani afei di abrowa ipomakwam ama Kenya ban se wo be ma asrafo akọ Haiti man no emu no akọ manfo ho ban na asemi ena Kenya anasa Haiti adehye eteye aba momomeni solokupa a wotwe no enya asem ketwa na empanyifo kura ehwe ahobambo nsem so ewo wiase afa na ba bia po e de atodwa se Haiti man no aposifo ene asrafo ewo mu no esuadodo wo hwe Haiti man no a nipadodo ewo mu eye 11 million nanso aposifo ye ketwa bi popotwa enti won ho kire won ma hobambo nsem anu won ho akire won pa eno na enam so a e ma wode won sato won sayem koda Kenya senk won mo won mi aban no atie won so frɛ e de aposifo no aba na bra ensamtwerefo ne omanfo bi twetwe nkomo no obi anu na dwenkyerɛ ebinim so ba ma bai de ya ha to atwa esan se etiatodomfo ya tete ye dodo ebinom se na omai pa kakraka te se Haiti ena asrafo agese ye kwopsre ne ye bia be kanti Haiti man no ya yankasa yentimi tete asrafo yentimi tete aposifo mo ma ye ho ban ana nanso ne nyina mu no UN empanyifo kire se omo hwe kwan o betimi afa so na o mape asrafo dodo no a akwakoboa Haiti man no ene na ban se de won mani abramo hehene apoto won ho ewie ana brema me kwan man nwere no nsia Kasiebo ya me de som wo Ctv so no me de nyina asie me pagya me mu nansa na no ye nhwe ne me de som wo no de di mu akotene ebi Ghana mampanyina na dan kwakufo ado se obenya ho kira ye ko mu no nyame adom ya te asi kwantempo mu ya enche yedi a woka ho asem no ebepie amomafo nyina ado ne ho ehun bi abadwako ya ehwe akwan ne akwantempon so mraso bedwam e de atodwa se obekọ na wakọ akọbọ nsra ewo akwan ahodo ya oye ewo mamu nyina so na no atimi aboa na ahwe ma akwan no a contractor for ya wo ye ho adwuma no watimi awie ne ntem ye wie kodi dwade ani sikasam Kasiebo mu so afo a wo hwe enwuma anase wo hwe apapa emamu so ne kroto amamu so wakɔbɔ mpɛmpɛ ɛwɔ ahwianja kɛseɛ ya wo sire foforo mu wɔse na ani gye agye no esan sɛ adwuma guso ya ɛkɔ so waka wano ɛnkyɛ bia wo bewie na wɔde ahyɛ ɔmanfoɔ nsa ama wɔde adi dwuma a ɛsɛ fata so adidie yewie kɔ Haiti mino emo na efie mienu ni a Haiti mino edekɔda Kenya aban sɛ ohia asrafo amo abɛboa wɔnom Kenya man twetwen wɔ nan ase afa de wamakwan sɛ asrafo no enkɔ Haiti nkɔkɔnye ɔmanfo ama ɔmanfo ani agye pa sɛ baabi ade na duro no ɛyɛ ahobambɔ ɛne nkunimdie aba ensembinum ka wenum ho ana metira ase agye som wo sa nwumre no nsia kase wo Ctv so mede som wo okasa fonyina hodo no so afiefie mu edan ne ho abefo ntenten fidie no so Facebook yestreme live my Ctv GH social media handles ahodo no nyina yede som wo my Ctv GH enwumre mu somfo eye fia brompoma hene yada mpanyifo echinchim fidie no ase wonuma ebo akeka nneoma bo ani ma akase ye de bre wo wanso a wo hwe ofie e wo kasafonyine so ene wonuma ebo a ye hwe ye abefo tenten fidie no so no ye twa mo prusen nyame ya domo ebrepem ye besan ehia na so sabrede abusua ye de kra